Now then, let's take a much closer look at the Midwinter Wafer Down Jacket. It's designed as a very lightweight piece of equipment, so it's designed for layering up, or it's designed for very lightweight trekking, backpacking, lightweight mountaineering of course, but racing is a key feature of what people want to do with this type of thing, or bike packing and cycle challenges and so on. So it's a very flexible piece of gear, but it's got some core qualities that are worth just looking at. It's made out of windproof fabric, so that in its own starts to make it very effective. It's very light and very packable. It packs down small. Let's just run through the details of it. The typical operating temperature is 0 degrees C, so useful in quite cold conditions, and as a layering up piece, really very suitable for this layering up approach that we like in the mountaineering and racing game. Now, let's just run through it. It's designed on the same block as the Wafer Ultima Jacket, and the reason for that is because the Wafer Ultima has a longer body and a very high collar, so it's a very protective piece of design work here. It's designed lightweight, but windproof, insulated, downfilled, so very lightweight, and compressible, so it goes down into small packs. However, those extra design details, it's extra long in the body. The high collar comes well up underneath the chin to really protect you from the cold. We've got lycra edging down the bottom of the on the hem to cinch it in, so to prevent cold air getting in. Lightweight lycra edging on the cuffs there, like this jacket here, to stop cold air getting in, and a high downfilled collar, very warm. The outer of the jacket is made out of Ultrashell. Ultrashell is PhD's water resistant fabric. It's got 2 coatings which make it particularly useful. It's very lightweight fabric, so it allows the down to loft, but it's these 2 layers of waterproof coating that are so brilliant with this fabric. It's got a DWR coating on the outside. That is the treatment that creates a beading effect. If you get water on it, it beads off. But it's the underside of the fabric that's so particularly useful at protecting the down. It's a second sprayed on coating. It's waterproof and water and breathable. So it's a waterproof treatment and a breathable treatment. So it's very good to go over the down. Of course, this isn't a fully waterproof piece of gear. Water would eventually seep in, even though the fabric is water resistant in effect. We've got lots and lots of little stitch holes there from the construction, so water would eventually get through. So if you're in really bad rain, heavy rainfall, you need a fully taped waterproof shell over the top of it. But in lightweight rain and in snow and in lightweight drizzle and damp conditions, it's very protective of the down, but it's particularly useful when you're camping. If you've got condensation on the inside of your tent and you're rubbing it, this fabric here really helps to protect the down from condensation on the inside of a tent or in a snow hole or that sort of situation, and also from the wet gear inside your tent. If you've peeled off wet gear from the day's walking or hiking, this waterproof shell really helps protect the down. So Ultrashell is fantastic. The zips we've got here are lightweight YKK coil zips, so they're very lightweight. Now, the reason I've chosen lightweight zips is that it's lighter. It helps us produce much lighter equipment, but it's also very good when you're compressing the gear down into a stuff sack. If you've got really heavy zips on this sort of gear, it doesn't help you get a lightweight packable piece of kit. So lightweight zips are used. Sure, you've got to be careful with the zip. You need to respect the zip. There's no point ramming the zip and being really aggressive with it. You just got to treat it with care. But all the zips throughout the garment are lightweight, number 3 weight YKK coil zips. Now, we've got 2 hand warmer pockets at the waist. Now, by hand warmer, what I mean is when you put your hand inside that pocket, it goes underneath the down. So it's a warm pocket. In effect, that pocket is warmed by your body heat. There's the pocket bag there. So when you put your hand inside, it goes under the down and your hand is on the inside of the garment. So that is a brilliant place for warming your hands. So if your mitts or gloves aren't cutting it, if they've got wet and they're not giving you enough warmth and your hands have gone white and cold, put your hands inside these downfill pockets and you get fantastic impact of hand warming place there. Now the other thing here is this top pocket, this pocket on the chest. That again is a warm pocket. The pocket is a pocket bag underneath the down, so it's a warm pocket, and that makes it particularly useful for battery equipment like a GPS, something like that, where you really want to get the best lifespan out of the battery, so you're trying to keep it warm. So that pocket up there is specifically put onto this jacket. It's specifically chosen for this jacket as a pocket to stash gear, but particularly battery gear like a GPS, as I say. And also the other thing that's good about that pocket is it's very accessible. If your hand warmer pockets at the waist level have been blanked off by the hip belt on your rucksack or a climber's harness or something like that, that pocket remains accessible, so it's very good for stashing bits and food and so on, snacks or gloves and things like that, but particularly, as I say, particularly good for something like a GPS. The collar, I'll just take this hood off for a minute, or I'll take it off a little bit. The collar is high, as I say, in down-filled, and there is an optional hood on this jacket. So if you want a hood, you can order it at the same time as ordering the jacket. Will make a hood for you. And hoods are particularly useful for if you're going to be camping overnight. When you cool down, when you're less active, when you're in camp and sat around, the hoods are particularly useful. They're very, very windproof, of course, so they instantly cut the wind around your head. Down-filled, very, very insulating. We've got a simple lycra facing to pull it in around your face, and it's a removable hood. We've got studs on it, so it can be removed if you don't want it, but as I say, at night time they're very good. So the hood is a very welcome addition, particularly if you're going to be using it in that sort of situation for camping. The inside is very clean. You can see that stitched through construction there, and the inside, I don't know if I said it, but the inside is M1 fabric, a lightweight downproof and windproof fabric, very soft, very nice next to your body. And you can see how the down is lofting and lofts towards you to really insulate you very well. The down here we've used is 950 fill power, so a very, very high quality down. When you talk about quality and down, you're talking about the fill power. That is a measure of the loft. The more it lofts, the better it is, the higher the quality of the down. The loft of down is so critically important for us with our rucksack sports. We're interested in equipment here that compresses down small into a small stuff sack and doesn't take up much space in your rucksack. But of course, when you want to use it and get it out of the stuff sack, you want it to loft and fluff up again to hold as much air as possible. It's the air that insulates your body. So that loft of the down is so critically important. Now we've used 950 fill power, pure goose down, 100% pure goose, there's no duck down here, and it's natural down. It's not been treated with some sort of chemical enhancing coating or anything like that to change the performance, either to stiffen it or to make it hydrophobic. It's a natural down, and the reason we use that is we get very good, very high fill powers, or very high quality, very good fill or very good fill power, and therefore loft from the down, but we also get a very good longevity of the down. You can keep repeating that, compress it into the stuff sack when you're stashing it in your rucksack, and then release the down when you release it out of a stuff sack and it expands. You get that consistent use of doing that. You need good fill power downs to do that, and you don't want to be losing any loft, so these natural downs give you a very good lifespan. Okay, so that's a quick look at the Midwinter Wafer. It's available in this sale. It's got specific design features, and it's got a typical operating temperature of 0 degrees C, so a very lightweight piece of kit, warm and windproof, but very, very packable. So with a typical operating of 0 degrees C, a very handy piece of kit. Okay, cheers.